How to take money out of an IRA early without getting crushed with penalties. If you take money out of your IRA too early, the IRS doesn't just tap you on the shoulder. They take a cut, and sometimes a big one. And what's the worst part? Most people pay penalties they didn't even have to pay. Let's make sure that's not you. Hi, I'm Buddy McNeese, president of Frederica Wealth Advisory on St. Simon's Island. I've been helping people retire for over 30 years. The other day, I had a conversation with someone who needed $40,000 for a new car. You know, life happened. They needed cash. The IRA is usually your biggest asset and seems like the easiest place to go. They asked a simple question. Can I take it out of my IRA? The short answer was yes. The better answer is yes, you can. And there's a right way and a very expensive way. So here's the rules that everyone needs to know. If you take money out of your IRA before age 59 and a half, you're going to pay ordinary income tax on it, and you're going to pay a 10% penalty. For example, you pull out the $40,000 for the car. You're in a 24% tax bracket. So $9,600 goes to taxes and $4,000 goes to penalty. So your $40,000 is now $26,400. That's a $13,600 mistake if you didn't need to make it. The IRS isn't your partner, but they sure show up for every withdrawal. Now, there are exceptions. And this is where knowing the rules actually puts money back into your pocket. So first-time home purchase, you can take out up to $10,000 penalty-free, but you still pay taxes on it. And if you haven't owned a home in the last 2 years, you qualify. And you can use this for your kids and your grandkids. For example, your daughter just got married, they're buying their first home, and you want to help out. So you take $10,000 out of your IRA. No penalty, still taxable. The IRS will help you buy a house, just don't expect them to chip in for the furniture. Number 2, for education expenses, and this covers only tuition, books, and fees. For example, you take $25,000 out for college, still no penalty, but still, yes, you are taxed. They'll waive the penalty, but they still want their cut. Number 3, medical expenses. If expenses exceed 7.5% of income, the penalty is waived. Example, you make $100,000 a year, you take out $20,000 for medical bills. So the amount over 7.5% of your income, so the amount over $7,500 qualifies penalty-free. So you're pulling $12,500 out penalty-free, $7,500 out, you'll pay the penalty and you'll pay taxes on all of it. When life hits hard, the IRS softens just a little bit. Disability, no tricks here. Permanent disability equals no penalty, but guess what? Still taxed. Death or an inherited IRA. Beneficiaries avoid penalty when they take distributions, but they're still taxed. Now, you can roll it over, and that's a different story. The IRS doesn't double charge for grief, but they do send a bill. 72T distribution. This is the dangerous one or the lifesaver. 72T says you can take substantially equal periodic payments for 5 years or until you're 59 and a half and avoid the penalty. Guess what? You still pay taxes. There are a few ways to figure what the payments would be, and this is where a handy financial planner or your CPA can help out. For example, Julie's 57. She wants to start taking withdrawals from her IRA. We take her account value and age. We calculate her 72T withdrawal amount. So she starts at age 57. She's locked in for 5 years until 62. She messes it up. Penalties are applied retroactively. This is the IRS version of Hotel California. You can check out, but you can never leave. Other exceptions. Military reservists who are called to duty avoid penalty if they take money out of their IRA, but you still pay taxes. IRS levy. Yes, they waive it, so you can pay them. There's also this thing called the Rule of 55, and it's a 401k perk, not an IRA perk, but it's worth mentioning. It allows you to take penalty-free withdrawals from your 401k if you're older than 55 and have separated from service. And the fastest way to lose it is to roll your 401k into an IRA too soon. Let's talk about Roth IRAs for a second. You can always withdraw your contributions, penalty-free and tax-free, and they do come out first. For example, you put in $100,000 through the years in your Roth, it's grown to $160,000. You can withdraw $100,000 anytime, and it comes out first. But if you take out any more of the earnings or any conversions before 5 years is up, you will pay taxes and the penalty too. Well, the penalty you'll only pay if you're under 59 and a half. Roth IRAs are the closest thing to a financial escape hatch if you use them right. Here are some common mistakes. Number one, you can't borrow from your IRA. If you take any money out, It's a distribution. It's taxed. It might be penalized. Penalty-free doesn't mean tax-free, and 72T is not flexible. Most IRA mistakes aren't illegal. They're just expensive. Your IRA was built for retirement, but life doesn't always wait until you're 59 and a half. The goal isn't just access. It's access without damage, because every dollar lost to taxes and penalties is a dollar that never compounds again. Thanks for joining me, and I do hope you learned something. Grab some time on my calendar if you'd like a penalty-free consultation. The link will be in the description. Thank you.